What's up guys, it's Hattrick, and today we have my first hat-trick caught on camera and my best goal so far this season as I reached 9 goals and 9 assists from 12 games. This is the 4th episode of my Sunday League season. So we start things off with my hat-trick game, and as you can probably tell, it's a bit of a wet one. Ideal conditions for latching onto defenders' mistakes, not so much for filming with an expensive camera. Meaning we just have the GoPro behind the goal, unfortunately. Bit of a first world problem, that one. Anyway, after some good early pressure, I win us a penalty in the first few minutes. I'm not really sure if it was the correct call or not. Let me know what you think. But it did give me my 5th assist of the season, sorry. So I wasn't exactly complaining. Their keeper then congratulates his defender for conceding the penalty.
Mike, well done buddy, well done.
We get another attack going and I make full use of the wet slippy surface, capitalising on the keeper's spillage. Again, I can only apologise for the poor camera quality, but hopefully James scoring against his former club and going off to celebrate all on his own makes up for it.
Yes! Yes!
Straight from their kickoff, we grabbed our 4th of the game and my 2nd, and this involves some of our best attacking combinations this season, so sit back and enjoy. From their corner, I sneak it through the legs of their left back, hit a 1-2 with James before playing it round the last defender, finishing off the move with a delightful chip over the keeper. What a move, what a goal, if I do say so myself. Reminds you a bit of Park Ji-sung and Wayne Rooney against Arsenal, that counter-attack. The only difference is the playing surface, of course. Just irritating we don't have another angle, one of my best goals, but this seems to be the best angle for what Jacob had in store for us. Don't worry, Jacob is off travelling soon on his gap year, so he'll be too busy trying to find himself than stealing my limelight in my videos. Actually, me and Jacob saw an opportunity in this game for some major stat padding. We kept setting each other up again and again, but we both struggled to finish what were relatively easy chances. But of course, here on the Hattrick channel, we don't like to score easy goals. They're just not worth the video content. Point being, here is the best solo goal I've ever scored.
Real and Ronnie stumbled. Look at this, Kevin. It's a brilliant run from Messi. Did he go all the way? It's one of the great Copa del Rey final goals from the magical, mercurial.
Now for the next 2 games, my cameraman wasn't actually available for like exams or whatever. It was my little brother, does a brilliant job filming, but he couldn't make it. I'm just going to tell you what happened in just a brief 2 minutes so you catch up with all my stats. The first of these 2 was a cup game where I honestly scored a goal prime Philippe Coutinho for Liverpool would have been proud of. Starting on the left side of the box, cutting in, bending around the corner into the right side of the goal. It was beautiful and I can't believe there's no footage of it. I also actually got an assist in that game. Yeah. Of course he did. But yeah, that meant we won that game 2-0, so we advanced to the next stage of the cup. We're actually against the team we played last episode, our arch rival, so that'll be interesting. Maybe I'll score another streamer. Who knows? Who knows? The second game I actually have a tiny bit of footage of. It was a bit cloudy, so excuse that as well. My first assist came as I kicked around the keeper, crossed it in. And the second one, I won a free kick on the edge of the box. Charlie dispatched that. And yeah, here the ball is going into the net. That's all the footage I have. But yes, so we're now on 8 goals, 8 assists from 11. That's now the stats. We go into the final game. Now with our huge cup game against Recklesham next week, our 2 top scorers were rested, myself and James, for this game. So yeah, mistakes were made.
The match has started, so it's now 9-0.
Anyway, Mero had this huge 7-foot centre forward who was obviously going to win everything in the air, forcing Charlie into goal line clearance from a corner, which I'm sure he's very proud of.
Charlie!
And to this day, I still don't understand how we managed to come into half time. We're still 0-0, but not conceded a goal. It's mental. I'm not even showing you all of their chances. Second half then came around and the cavalry were called upon, obviously, for emergencies only. James and I link up straight away, giving a little taster for their defence of what they can expect. And actually, this is a guaranteed penalty. The camera doesn't quite catch it, but there was so much shirt pulling going on that I just wonder if I went down, then the ref will give us a penalty. Somehow he didn't.
No way!
Hey! What are you doing, you moron? There was no advantage, you prick!
It's just difficult, isn't it? Do you go down? Do you stay up? I stayed up, didn't get the penalty, so yeah. Sort of tells you a lot, really. And just bear in mind, only 3 points can keep us at the top of the league, so we weren't going to settle for a draw. And actually, I'll put a link in the description that will take you to our league table if you wanted to look at it. And I'm telling you, they could not handle myself and James up top. Well, I suppose one way of keeping us quiet is headbutting one of us in the skull. Charlie pulls out another class nutmeg without even paying attention.
Charlie, look up! What are we doing?
It could have been killed.
Starts off another move, I get in behind, didn't quite catch the shot how I wanted. It's nicely to save it to keep it in the end, but that is a face of a very relieved man. And if you were there watching the game, you could just tell a goal was inevitable. We were putting their defence under so much pressure. I was playing several fierce balls right across the face of goal over and over again. I just don't understand how no one was connecting with any of them. Although fierce might not be the correct word to describe Jamal's finish from this attack. I drew myself from the right wing into centre as I saw an opening. I think it's fair to say I took it.
Have a crack. Getting closer.
Yeah! Go on, Harry! Right, Vaughan! Now we concentrate, come on! There it is.
Again, Solskjaer. Free transfer this January. I'm available. Just letting you know. This is also the same team I scored the Coutinho-esque goal I mentioned earlier in the video. So hopefully the keeper managed to sleep that night. Anyway, immediately following the kickoff, we actually won the ball back straight away and added a second goal in added time, assisted by yours truly, of course.
Come back! Come back!
Stuffing, but it will do. We're born liquid football.
Now we end the 4th episode of my Sunday League season. Yeah, I think it's the 4th. We have 9 assists, 9 goals from 12 games, which I'm very, very happy with. And let me just tell you, it just keeps getting better next episode. Just you wait and see.